Ladies and gentlemen, wonderful people, this is Call of Duty fanatics. Welcome back to another Call of Duty report. And we are gonna straight away start with the obvious. At $30 for a single skin in a video game, guys. I don't know about you, but that price feels absolutely crazy. I mean, we are talking about nearly half the cost of a full game just for one cosmetic item. Guys, one. Only one. It's hard not to see this as a straight up cash grab, and it's a prime example of how far Activision is willing to push the limits of microtransactions.
Trash.
In the past we had skins in Call of Duty that were expensive, but this takes it to a whole new level, and it begs the question, who is this really for? Casual players, hardcore fans, or maybe Michael Myers stans? It's tough to say, but one thing is definitely clear. Activision is hoping some people will pay, and they are banking on FOMO, or for you who don't know, fear of missing out, to make this happen.
You serious?
Now let's talk about Michael Myers itself as a character in Call of Duty. For those of you who don't know, Michael Myers is an iconic horror movie villain from the Halloween franchise. He is a slow-moving, unstoppable killer with a knife. And while that's cool and all for the slasher movie, how does that fit into Call of Duty, a game known for its fast-paced tactical shooting?
What the fuck, bro?
It feels completely out of the place. Call of Duty used to be all about gritty, realistic warfare, but now we are adding in horror movie characters for no reason other than, well, to make a quick buck. I get it, it's Halloween season and companies love to capitalize on that.
What a beautiful fucking day.
But seriously, Michael Myers, from all the characters, Michael Myers. It's almost as if they run out of original ideas and are just throwing in random stuff, hoping people will buy it.
Trash.
Now, what makes this even worse is the fact that it's not just any skin, it's a BlackCell skin, guys. For those unfamiliar with BlackCell, it's basically a Call of Duty premium tier of cosmetic content. You're already paying for the base game, you're already paying for the regular battle pass, and now they want you to pay even more for this top tier content. Can you imagine? Because you have to be the elite. If you don't pay, you're not elite, you know? You're not in top bracket.
Trash.
But here's the kicker, guys. You can't even earn the skin through gameplay. Nope, it's locked behind a $30 paywall. There's no grinding, no unlocking it by getting kills, no challenges, just cold hard cash. This move from Activision feels like they're straightening up, telling players if you want the cool stuff you have to fork over more money, more and more. It's not about rewarding skill or dedication to the game anymore, it's purely about who's willing to spend the most. And if you spend a lot of money, guess what? We have a bonus for you. You will also get easy lobbies during your gameplays.
Trash.
And get what else? We are gonna tone down the SBMM for you as well.
Trash.
And guess what else? For this money, you will also get toned down EOMM. So we will give you absolutely everything for your hard-earned cash.
Trash.
Unsurprisingly, the community isn't taking this lightly. If you go, for example, on social media, whether it's Reddit, Twitter, or even YouTube, you'll see a tons of backlash. Players are roasting the skin and the price point, saying things like, this has to be a joke, right? People are pointing out how ridiculous it is that skins in Call of Duty have reached this level of pricing.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Many long-term players, especially those who have been around since the older Call of Duty titles, or as I like to call them OGs, are calling this out as just another example of how far the franchise has fallen. What used to be a game about pure skill and competitive play has turned into a game where the focus is more on flashy cosmetics and how much money they can squeeze out of players. And I'm saying this, guys, for years. Call of Duty lost its identity, no matter what they serve. You know, we are getting now Black Ops 6, and they are calling upon a nostalgia from the OGs and from the players, but it's not gonna work, because we are, in essential, we are not getting a better Call of Duty game. We are just getting a finely tuned game that will serve the purpose of money grabbing, and nothing else. Now let's take a moment to compare this situation to other games out there. For example, Fortnite is known for its skins, and they've even had crossover skins like Spider-Man, Batman, and other big name characters. But even Fortnite doesn't push the price this high for a single skin. In Fortnite, for example, you're usually looking at around $15 to $20 for a premium skin, which is still a lot, but nowhere near this $30 mark, which is absolutely ridiculous. Other games, for example like Apex Legends and Valorant, also have expensive cosmetics, but they usually come with more options like weapon skins or bundles that feel like you're getting more for your money. In Call of Duty, it's just one skin, nothing else, no extra value. Now this leads us to the bigger issue, guys, microtransactions in modern gaming. The Michael Myers skin is just one example of a larger trend. Over the years, we've seen microtransactions become more and more invasive in game, especially in AAA titles like Call of Duty. What used to be an optional extra has now become the main focus for companies like Activision. And here's the thing, it's not going to stop, unfortunately. As long as people keep buying these skins, Activision and other companies will keep pushing the limits. The prices will keep going up, and the content locked behind paywalls will only increase. This is just the beginning, and the Michael Myers skin is the latest in a long line of overpriced cosmetics that have little to no impact on actual gameplay, but take advantage of players' desires to look cool or stand out. And again, guys, I'm saying this for years. As long as we all, and I'm not gonna point fingers at anybody specifically, but as long as any of us are falling for these cosmetics, buying these bundles, you know what's gonna happen. We're never gonna get better Call of Duty. We're never gonna get better playing experience. Because why would they even try anymore? Because no matter what they serve, people will just buy because, oh yeah, it's a new COD, you have to buy it. So the moment people stop buying these crappy overpriced skins, the things will change for better. Because with your move, you're actually pulling the plug on Activision's revenue. And that's what needs to happen. Otherwise, they will never change. So the big question is this skin worth it? Absolutely not. For most players, the answer is probably a big fat no. You're paying $30 for a cosmetic that doesn't change the gameplay in any way. Sure, you get to run around as a Michael Myers for a few weeks while it's still Halloween season, but after that, the novelty wears off and you are left with just another overpriced skin in your inventory and $30 short. And let's not forget, the game itself isn't cheap. If you're already paying for the base game, the battle pass, and the possibly other microtransactions, throwing another $30 on top of this for a skin feels absolutely excessive. So what needs to happen for this kind of things to stop? Well, it all comes down to the players. As long as we keep buying these skins, Activision will keep selling them. The only way to push back is to vote with our wallets. If enough people refuse to buy overpriced skins, like this for example, Activision might finally get the message that they are pushing things too far. But the sad reality is, there will always be people who buy into the hype. Whether it's a hardcore fans or players who just have money to burn, there will always be a market for these kind of cosmetics. So, unless the entire community comes together to boycott these practices, it's unlikely we'll see any real changes. And that, guys, needs to happen. It needs to stop now. We can all act individually. To wrap up the things, the $30 BlackCell Michael Myers skin feels like a slap in the face to the Call of Duty community. It's overpriced, unnecessary, and a clear example of how far microtransactions have taken over modern gaming. What was once a game about skill, competition and fun has become a cash cow where players are expected to pay for every little thing, no matter how absurd it is. If you're thinking about buying the skin, I would rather save your money. There are better ways to spend $30 than on a cosmetic that doesn't even improve your gameplay. And if we want to see Call of Duty return to its roots, it's time for players to stand up and say enough is enough. Now guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to leave a comment below and let me know what you think about this crazy situation with overpriced skins. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. Until next time, my fellow Verdansk citizens, I wish you all the best and stay frosty.